Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to my first podcast edition of the Insights of SJ. My first topic tonight is familiarity, both facial and vocal. Apparently, throughout the decades, I'm very much aware of a certain Sarah Jane out in London, England, who has the same first name but not same last name, as well as a birthday sharing November 25th. I don't know what year you were born, but apparently we're close in age proximity. So if you're listening to this right now, whether you're the ex-boyfriend or family members, please let me know because apparently you came here at World Youth Day 2002 and you were here. And apparently a couple friends of mine back then have saw you. And I wish they held you, but they didn't. And they thought I was there, but I wasn't there. And I really want to get to know who you are because I would like to swap lives with you and live in London. Or if you're still in London, I don't even know. So if you're listening to this and you're international, please go find that Sarah Jane who has the same birthday as me in London, England. I don't know if we have the same vocal tones, but apparently I found out we do. So if you do know this person, please contact this podcast or email address, which will be in my social media pages, or DM me or leave comments below. Another thing that I found out in the last few decades is that there is a Sarah Jane both in Australia and New Zealand and in the States. Now, it could be by facial experiences or facial expressions or just the face, as well as vocal experiences, I've been told. So, apparently, a couple other people out there in the lovely internet world and personally have told me they have seen clones of me running around both in the local Canadian regions and international. I would like to know who these people are because it's interesting that I have clones. I guess you could say if you ever watch Orphan Black, apparently I have clones running around the whole entire city. And another experience I have to say is that one day, a couple years ago, I would say more like 5, 6, 7 years ago, I saw a younger version of me at the Kennedy subway station. That was just creepy, I have to say. Very, very weird. I also have to share a couple other experiences where I work, yet to be disclosed. I will not tell you where I work, but a couple customers have come into the store, and I am very much aware of, I guess, family members, both living and deceased. The first situation had to be this elder lady who kept staring at me and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And then she just bawled her eyes out for no apparent reason. And I couldn't figure out why, but she kept staring at me the whole entire time and just kept crying and crying and crying. And I felt bad. I was like, did I do something wrong? What the heck happened? And she couldn't stand to look at me. It's not because I'm disgusting or anything. Apparently, the other family members that came into the store shopping with her said that I sounded and looked like their great deceased granddaughter or something down that line, and it creeped me out. I was just stunned. I couldn't figure out. I didn't know what to do. I didn't even know what to say. I really didn't know. I thought I was gonna break down in tears. I gave that lady a hug, and they came in like another two times. I felt really bad because she just bawled. She had to leave, and it's not like I'm trying to scare her, but her family did explain to me that I do sound and look like their great granddaughter or someone that's deceased in their family line, and apparently I'm dead and alive at the exact same time. So I gave that poor lady a hug, and I haven't seen them since. But God willing, God bless that girl's soul. Deceased individual. I don't know her name. I feel really bad. And I know I shouldn't feel bad because that person died and I'd never met them or never knew them, but that's just eerie enough that I look like your great deceased granddaughter on someone's family side. another situation where is I basically cashed out and helped a couple customers whose uh, I think stepdaughter or one of their daughters, I sound like them. Now you'd be like, who sounds like somebody? Apparently I do. So I found out that I sound like their family members. All they have to do is they close their eyes. They literally just close their eyes for like 2 minutes. I would say 1 to 2 minutes. And said I sound like her. Just like her. I don't even know if they're the same name. I never really asked. But apparently, yeah, I do have someone who sounds exactly like me. Not look like me, but sounds like me. So they just said, "Oh, we have to tell her." I'm like, "Go ahead, go ahead. That'd be really, really funny." So they probably did, and they came in a couple of times. They're just like, we told her, and she laughed, which is really fantastic. Because apparently, I have a vocal tone somewhat to their family member. And then there is a couple situations where I guess I could say discretion advised. Besides being familiar or have the same name both in the international world and locally in Canada, I have to bring up a couple discretionary experiences as I was younger. Let's just say when I was in my late 10-year-olds to about, I say 20, a couple dudes came up to me and I couldn't figure out why. I later found out that apparently these guys, both in my elementary and high school years, thought I was this porn actress. And I'm very much aware of these three porn actresses that kind of look like me, but they're a lot older now. I guess they retired from the porn industry. And I know who they are. I don't know their names, but I know who they are. I watched them too. I'm sorry for anybody that, is probably disgusted by porn. And so I was approached and I was a little startled at first and I was like, why are these guys running up to me at the beach? What is going on? I don't understand. And so this one guy was like, oh, like it's two dudes and they were like, oh my god, it's her. And I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on? And so they were like, are you that lady from the porn actress? I love your how you do stuff as a porn actress. And I was like, and I knew who they were talking about because one of them was holding a photo. So the other dude's like, "Oh, I have to go to work," yada yada yada, and he walks away. So his friend goes, "You really look like her." And I'm like, "By the way, just a 411 for you. I'm not her, but let's just pretend I was." And I go, "Just tell me what the porn actress's name is," because I didn't know at the time what her name was. I used to watch her religiously and be curious about how the things she used to do. And so yeah, he like took a picture and with me, I was not legal age. No, I was not, but that's okay because he probably kept that a secret. And so his friend, got this photo and it did look eerily enough look like me. So he gave me the photo and I just signed it as a porn actress and we decided to keep that hush. It's been I think probably what 10 years now, 11 years since that last incident. And so basically, I thought that was really amusing because I did sign it as that porn actress. I don't even know I don't remember the name. It's been like forever. And so I think he gave it to his friend, but he like kept it secret. And I'm sure, wherever this gentleman is or the two gentlemen are, the joke's on you because it's not me. But yeah, I thought that was very interesting. Another situation is I was on the TTC and I think they thought I was the same porn actress or one of the three that are really high rated in Pornhub or some part of the porn industry. And so we're trying to get my number. So the joke's on you guys. That wasn't my real number. And no, I'm not that porn actress that one of the three that are out there who are either really in porn still or not, have settled down and retired. And I gave you falsified number. Good luck with that one because you're not going to find me again. I'm so evil. But anyways, yes, so I did give a falsified number so that you could get off my back. But yes, I'm very much aware that you're trying to get that porn actress's number. And the number that I gave you, like I said, isn't real. So not sorry for that one. And another incident is I don't know if it had to do with porn or just random somebody knew me from my social media page and asked me, dudes, if you're gonna do this while I'm with my mom, don't do it. You could come back later on and ask me. But yeah, I had a situation where I was at the CNE grounds, I think it was like 5, 6 years ago, I believe. And I was with my mom, and they're like, I want a photograph, and you're that girl. And I'm like, which girl? I'm like, it could be anybody. They're like, oh, yeah, that one from Twitter. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. So I was like, you need to come back, when I'm solo. It's cool. Like, just don't try to do that. So it's interesting to know that I am mistaken identities for a porn actress. People worldwide, and I'm very much aware of different Sarah Janes out there in the local and international world parts of the society. Apparently now I've been mistaken for somebody in Tokyo, Amsterdam. I guess the red light district doesn't have a lot of Asians there. Okay, dude, I'm not that porn actress, but I could be one if you want to pretend. No, I'm just kidding. Or am I? But yeah, so basically, it's really interesting that I've been mistaken for a lot of people. Oh, and the other thing I also have to bring up is that I also have been told why I haven't been acting and I have a voice for radio. I don't think so. I like to be in front of the camera, but mostly like behind it. I like to take pictures of people, but yes, I don't act. No, I'm not in commercials. No, I'm not doing a radio DJ gig, or I never have been. Apparently, people say I should do it. I'm like that requires me to go to radio broadcasting and spend like lots and lots and lots of money in journalism. But thank you to all those arts community people that think I should or get mistaken for me that should. This podcast is for you. This is the reason why I'm doing it. And so I think it's just my personality. So a lot of familiarity in this topic, and I'm glad and grateful for those people who are posing as me internationally by something. I wonder if we have the same genes or I was just cloned without my knowledge. Maybe the aliens took us. I don't know. I have no idea. And for those people who thought I was porn actresses, good looking on you because I'm not. And I'm sure a lot of them retired. Actually, a friend gave me a link, this gentleman, and we're very close friends. And I think it's really amusing to the fact now that, oh my God, they're still existent. And I'm sure they're mostly retired by now, but I look at them like, freaking doppelganger, holy macro. Hopefully, one of these days, I want to meet one of them. I guess that's a future goal, maybe, possibly. I don't know, but yeah, it's been interesting and a very awkward, weird ride of being mistaken for other people and sounding like other people. So if you ever see me out there in the world, besides Toronto, Ontario, Canada, that isn't me. It's a clone. It's a clone. It's an orphan black clone. So, for anybody that is very much aware of me internationally and you hear this podcast, please spread the word. And I would like to hear some comments from you, other Sarah J's out there, because I'm very curious. So, hopefully, if any of you know a Sarah Jane in Australia, a Sarah Jane in New Zealand, and especially the one in London, England, please spread this podcast because I'm actually looking for that clone from London, England. And I don't know if you moved here to Canada or anything. I heard you did, but I don't know for sure. So for anybody that knows the Sarah Jane, put the APV on her because I really want to know if that person is real or it's just totally coincidental. But yeah, thank you for tuning in and can't wait to share episode 2 with you guys. You have a good night.